That's what I was. Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Alexander. Here we are again, practicing our English conversation skills. And today is Tuesday, September 12th, and we are going to have some discussion topics today again. So, without any further ado, as they like to say, I'm gonna share this screen with you. Well, I've just explained to you how we usually do it. Topic, we discuss it in groups, then we come back, and I ask one of you or a few of you to speak publicly. We're gonna have, I think, 3-4 discussion sessions today. So let's jump right into it. Hang on. All right, I hope you can see it on your screen. The first question is kind of easy, as I like to do it. Let's talk about our jobs, but not the current job. Well, unless you are still doing the same job that was your very first job back, I don't know how many years ago, or, what was your first job? And what do you remember most about your first job? Maybe talk about how you got it, why you are not working there anymore, how long it lasted, month, 2, a year, whatever, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Anyway, the question is pretty simple, so let's talk about this question. Let's discuss this question. I'm going to send this message in the chat so that everyone can see it in your small groups, in your breakout rooms. All right, how many of you? 16, 15, 14. All right, that should be about 5 groups, I think. All right, guys, you know the drill. Just press yes and proceed into your breakout room and start the conversation. Yeah, you should have a pop-up screen on your pop-up window on your screen right now. And yes, recording is back in progress. And let's talk about our first jobs. What was it that you did, I don't know, when you were, 16, 20, 14 years old maybe? Talk to us about it. Do I have a volunteer? Someone who will talk to us in public and share with us their experience. Oh, come on, guys. Play ball with me.
I can
yes,
share.
Leonard, go ahead.
But I don't know many words that I can explain myself and to tell you a story at all.
Well, if it's gonna go like this, I'm gonna give you a very bad mark, and you're gonna be expelled from school.
Oh my God! So
yeah,
that's why I'm
going
Leonard.
away. Come on, Leonard.
Okay. Thank you.
You've been. Of all the people, you've been coming to these meetings for quite a while. You know that your poor level of English, which is not the case with you, is not the reason for not participating. Anyway, go ahead. Talk to us.
Yes, thank you. 2006, when I was graduated from my university, as I was a student, I didn't have some experience. I get job. I accept a job like a manager of sailing law system, consultant plus law system, like a sailor. How can I say manager or trader or sailor in this case?
Менеджер по продажам, типа, да?
Yes.
Like sales manager.
Sales manager, yeah.
Manager, yeah.
Sales manager. I hated this job. Yes, I hated this job. But I worked at this position for 1 year, but I got good experience and good skills such as how to communicate with people, how to work with objections, how to do telephone calls with counters, lawyers, and other customers. And nowadays, I can say thank you for my наставники, leaders,
Mentors,
for my
yeah.
mentors, because it was really useful skills.
Yeah, great. Thank you,
you.
Leonardo. Yeah. I guess being a sales manager, I've never worked as a sales manager, but I would guess it would be a tough job. Like, you know, you need a lot of stress resistance, being really stress resistant person. But yeah, you're probably right. If you just have this experience in your life for, you know, for some time, it will give you a lot of, yeah, it will help you grow as a professional, as a human being. All right, guys, anyone else? Yeah, follow suit. I mean, do what Leonardo did. I'm sorry, I didn't see.
Елена.
Oh, Yelena, yeah, go ahead.
I can talk about more interesting work for me, because my first work it's not interesting. More interesting work for me when I work teacher in college, because
What did you teach?
teach programming.
Like programming. You can just say programming. All right. Yeah.
From teacher in college. I have a very interesting team and more crazy time when we get together to celebrate
Корпоративные что? Типа праздники?
Корпоратив, да, корпоратив.
You can just say when we got together, when my colleagues and I got together to celebrate something.
Oh, celebrate something. Because this party was very crazy. More teachers destroy social rules. And I have shocked when I see this это действие, этот процесс, this process.
Yeah.
Вот.
So you were surprised to see
yes,
what teachers, what those, you know, like quiet, you know, teachers really were when they, you know, kind of let it all out, right?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. All right, Yelena, thank you. All right, guys, let's move on to our next question. Actually, I have a set of 3 questions this time for our second session. Hang on a second, you will see. Okay, 3 questions. Choose any of them to speak. You may choose to cover all of them, or maybe 2 of them, or just 1 of them, or maybe none of them if you didn't like any of them. If you could choose any era to live in, what would it be? By era, I mean like maybe it would be like 19th century or 2000 years ago, or maybe like you wanted to be born like 10 years earlier, or maybe 10 years later. Whatever you choose. Question number 2, which is number 3 here. What do you think is the best invention? The best invention is, like, you know, invention. I don't know, a bicycle, a wheel, internet, mobile phone, whatever. Maybe compact disc. And the next question: what is something that you've never done but would like to try? Like maybe, I don't know, skydiving or bungee jumping. I don't know, whatever comes to your mind. Maybe you have something crazy in your mind which you wanted to try. Okay, so again, discuss all of them or none of them, or maybe some of them, and then talk to us when we come back to our main room. As always, I'm gonna copy the send you these questions in the chat so that you can see them in your breakout rooms. Hang on with me, guys, just a second. yeah, let's go.
Very fine and beautiful.
All right, guys. Anyone who would like to share their answers to these questions or to one of them? Because I've just I was in one of the groups and I've heard some crazy, not like crazy, but some very interesting ideas. Come on, guys. I know there is someone who would like to say something.
I can.
Yes, Oksana, go ahead. Talk to us.
About inventions, for my opinion, it was antibiotics because
Antibiotics. All right.
because they save human life. What I would like to try, it is I would like to try fly on hot air balloons, and about air. In our group, we speak that we would try to live in the prehistorical times. We live mammoths and dinosaurs, and there are no wars because human only try to find food. Only this. They haven't money, haven't got antibiotics, haven't got any inventions, and maybe it was more interesting than in modern times when people only try to find money, and there are a lot of wars.
So, Oksana, you're saying that everybody in your group would like to try to live in that time, in the prehistoric time.
We have only 2 speakers in our group,
okay.
and one man. Yeah, and he wants to try to live in 18th centuries too. But I don't like. I don't want it.
All right. Okay, Oksana, thank you. Anyone else would like to share their answers to these questions, or to at least some of them? Come on, folks.
No, maybe I try.
Yes, Julia, go ahead.
Yes, if talk about our group, and I think our conclusion was it's better times now. And no, maybe I try to, and what I told about my parents about his life, and they wanted to live in Soviet time because all the time was you understand the future, and you know what it was in the next day. Yes, but and now we live all the time change, don't understand.
Unless it was 1991, then you don't know what's gonna happen, right?
Yes. If we spoke about invitation, we start with invention.
Yes,
invention. We start with navigation, and our line to go with to electricity. Understand this line to go another, and yes, and the first is electricity. It's will be more first more.
Okay.
Basic stuff.
Yes.
Yes, and what I would like to try, a lot of things I am not trying in my life, but I'm a scary person. Yes, but what I told, maybe I like to, first things what I like to do, swimming with SUP in the future.
I'm sorry, swimming with
SUP. I don't know how, maybe
what
it's
is
not
it?
correct. SUP.
What does it mean?
This is
SUP surfing. Yes.
Surfing. Yes, SUP surfing.
SUP surfing.
SUP surfing. No, maybe yes.
Does
work maybe.
What does it mean, SUP, in Russian?
Yeah, not Russian.
I see SUP. I think it's the same. word.
Okay, I guess I just I've never heard of this term in Russian. That's why I'm kind of like, huh? What is it? Okay, so it's like
I
it's
tried.
Сап — это доска с веслом, на котором, правильно? Доска с веслом, на котором едешь. Сап.
Да. Yes, yes.
Но она так и называется, subboard.
Да.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes,
Okay.
yes. I agree.
Mhm.
Сапборд.
So do you need like high waves like for surfing for this or
No,
no?
no. I told I'm scary. No, slow, and maybe I want to see the sunrise,
Mhm.
sun-
Sunrise,
in
yeah.
the morning, sunrise in the morning.
Yes.
You know this nature, and I swim with the sunrise. It's very nice,
Mhm.
beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, Julia, thank you too. Okay, guys, so now let's move on to our next question. Hang on a second, let me pull it up. Okay, so what is the best thing about living in your city? Or you can actually modify this question to what is the best thing about living in your country? I know we represent like many different parts of the world. I know some people are from Europe, some from Russia, some from, I don't know, everywhere. So talk to everyone in your group. What is the best thing about this? Maybe your city, if you're all coming from like one place, like one country, like Russia, or maybe just your country in general. So very simple question. Let's spend a few minutes discussing it, and then we'll come back and, as always, speak in public and have fun. All right, hang on. Because I have to, yeah. All right, yeah. All right, let's see.
When next lesson?
Well, if you're referring to this meeting next week, Tuesday, 10 a.m. Moscow time. All right, guys, we're way past, not like way past, but we are past our time restriction. But still, quickly, just maybe one of you or some of you, tell us what is the best thing about living in your country or in your city or in your neighborhood, whatever. Talk to us.
I can talk not about bad thing, but in our group we had three speakers, and the most interesting for me was that I used to live in Slovakia. I used to live in Slovakia, but and now one speaker lived in Slovakia. Now I live in Belarus, and one speaker from our group used to live in Belarus. And now she living in Turkey. It was the most interesting things for me that the world is very close. World is very close.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Thank you, Oksana. It's interesting. I mean, I was in another group. There were 4 of us, including myself, and all 4 of us represent different countries, like Switzerland, Estonia, Georgia, and I live in Egypt right now. I mean, interesting how so many people from all over the world just gather here to practice English, to communicate, to converse in English. Guys, thank you so much for hopping on. We have to go. I mean, the time is 2 minutes past 11. Thank you again. So many, I mean, some new faces, some familiar faces. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time, I guess.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much.
Take care
Have a
of
nice day.
yourself.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I'll see you
Bye.
next week.